I think before we get started, just want to take a couple moments to just to give our support as a group to Rodion. Obviously, difficult thing to be going through, but he's in good spirits and fighting hard, and we really believe in him. And obviously, a big part of our family here at the Maple Leafs, and we think very highly of him as a, obviously, tremendous talent and potential. But I think as a human being, and I know he's very motivated to beat this and get back to doing what he loves to do.
He was here. He said he was here last May to watch Game 7. Were you sitting with him, or were you able to meet
I
him?
wasn't sitting with him, but I met him. I don't know if it was during the playoffs or maybe just shortly after. Said hi to him and got to meet him, and just a great smile, and I think positivity towards him. I think you could just tell his enthusiasm for being here, being a Maple Leaf, and what the opportunity presents, especially with his skill set and the type of player and potential that he has, so, and how he would fit into our group. So it was good to kind of meet him for the first time, talk to him, and start to get to know him.
How difficult is it to digest that, John, given it is for anybody with the age of
I can't imagine. Now being a parent too, I think just even a different level of perspective on it, and we heard it after the game, and obviously with a result that didn't go our way, immediately everything just kind of shifted and focused on hearing that news and on him, and hoping the best for him, and thinking the world of him. So he's deeply with us, our thoughts, and wish him the best, and we know he's fighting hard and doing a great job staying upbeat and positive, and working towards that. I know he's been skating still, and just I think shows the determination that he has to continue on and find a way to just getting back to what he loves to do.
On that similar note, Jake looks like he's gone now for a while. They put him on the CIR. I'm sure you're aware. What can you reflect on what that means to Jake and what that means to this team going forward?
Yeah, we obviously he's a significant person for us, player. What he brings on the ice, and no doubt in the locker room, and his experience is invaluable. How hard he plays. He's a great guy for all of us to lean on, especially me, just because of the way he does a good job of just keeping things in perspective for the group, the accountability he brings to the team, and he's been such a warrior his whole career. He plays so hard. You just hate to see it, and you just want everything in the short and the long term to be good, and I know he's in tremendous hands here with our staff, and going to do a great job in helping him get back to full health. But obviously a scary sight, and we're just happy to see that he's doing really well and progressing over these first couple days. And got to chat with him yesterday, and he's happy to be home and just kind of get back to feeling good and get back into a routine. And obviously we're going to miss him, so great opportunity for guys to step up and fill that role. But no doubt we're going to miss Muzz.
I mean, more changes than were anticipated by the trade deadline. Do you guys talk about that or worry about that?
Not really. I think we know we got a really good group. We got a deep group. Management will do what they feel is necessary. For us, it's keep the focus on what we have to go out there and play well and get the results. And tremendous group, like I said, that we enjoy being around each other, and obviously really believe in what we can do on the ice. So stick together and rally behind. For someone like Muzz, who obviously is, like I said, very valuable to our team.
How about you? How frustrated are you right now with your lack of goals?
Yeah, I think for me, you obviously I want to be a difference maker, and you get good opportunities to help the team and put us in a good spot to win hockey games. That's what obviously I want to be doing. So, obviously have high standards for myself and expect a lot. So. It's just managing that emotion and how I feel about my game in the right way, and at times just have to be in tune and in check with how I'm doing that. So something that I've gone better at over my career, but no doubt just got to stay with it, continue to believe in my game, and do what I do to help this team in all areas, not just offensively. So, but yeah, definitely. I want to continue to expect a lot more out of myself, but just continue to work and focus on that, and not what's not going right.
Why do you think that the goals maybe have dried up this last stretch for you? Because it's been a while since you've gone through something like this.
Yeah, hard to say at times. I think you know, just making sure my game overall in all three zones is really strong. My play away from the puck, and when those things are consistent and connected, you know, it usually leads to a lot more opportunities. And obviously, you know, just playing and not thinking when you get those opportunities as much. So, you know, I thought last game was a good job of being much better consistently. I think just in all three zones and making better reads and trusting my instincts that way, but also understanding the structure and executing that. So, because I know just with preparation and work ethic, that'll be there. So, just have the mindset in the right spot, and you know, eventually good things will happen. Playing with great players, great team. Obviously, we got a really good power play, so just continue to stay with it and you know, be around the net. It's another area that obviously I've been able to find offense throughout my career. So, just continue to do those things, and eventually it'll pay off.
Figure cautious work in the forecheck can be the help on the line, John.
For sure. Yeah, obviously, you know, Casher does a really good job of getting in there and disrupting things and making plays off that. You know, he's been really good for us this year and coming in really found a good fit, and I think he feels really comfortable within our group and his personality, and you know, we obviously love having him for who he is and what he brings to the table. So, yeah, good opportunity to capitalize on something like that.
Keep your line.
I think it's just making sure we're consistently sticking to you know, the structure and you know, the competitive nature, and I think you know, the work ethics there. It's just making sure that at times, you know, you think you can make a play, or you know, you can make a read where you can disrupt something, and you know, you're playing obviously against other good players, good teams, and you know, they make a play, and then it's the breakdown after that. That sometimes that we're trying to cover up for a mistake. So just trying to stick to that as best we can. You know, at times you're going to have to defend in this league. It's just too good of a league, too many good players and good teams. So, you know, it's an area I take pride in and I've gotten better at over the years. So, just stick with that and understand being patient with the game.
You talked about look at the Wild. It seemed like a pretty intense one when you went into their building.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I remember, but they got obviously a very deep team, very well balanced. Obviously, some really good elite offensive players. They got a good mix of experience and youth, and they're big and heavy around both nets, their own and offensively. So we know today will be a great challenge, and great opportunity for us to get back on the right side of it and build off a lot of good things from the other night. So yeah, really good team, and was a good atmosphere, competitive game when we were there a couple months ago. So I don't see it being any different tonight.
When you talked about managing the emotions as you go work your way through this, there was a moment in that game in Columbus where you kind of slammed your stick after a chance. I think it was on the power play. Is that an area where you're like, okay, you let it get the better of you, or do you feel like sometimes you have to let it out and it can be a good thing?
Yeah, I think it's a balance. I just think it's a balance, and yeah, sometimes it can be good to let it out, but obviously other times you don't want it to get in your way. Like I said, I think just high expectations for myself, and want to, especially a couple of the opportunities like that one that I had, you know, you want to make a difference and know the spot it can put us in the game. And especially I think what I expect of myself, or you know, what I've been able to do offensively in those areas. But like I said, I think important to you know, manage that correctly, and I still think I can do a better job, and you know, putting your focus on that next shift and the next opportunity, knowing that there's a lot of game to be played. And still lots of time to make a difference, not just offensively, but in a lot of areas.
John, to take it off the ice for a second, you know, essentially there's a war going on in Ukraine right now. I'm wondering if that wears on you guys. Do you guys talk about it? Do you you know, do you discuss it? Is it something you have any sort of feelings about it at all?
Yeah, I would say it's had some conversation in the room today. I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs about it, but I think anytime a war is going on, or something like that, obviously, like you said, much bigger than the game. Considering I think the whole world's gone through over the last couple of years with the pandemic and the challenges that we've been facing. Not easy for a lot of people. Hard to understand and comprehend at times. I think just what's going on. Even you get so ingrained in your just own daily life, in your own kind of bubble, what you got going on personally. But yeah, hard to understand and comprehend for sure.
Friends in the KHL that are texting or anything like that?
No, I haven't talked to anybody. I'm sure I probably do. but I couldn't imagine it being an easy time over there right now.
It's Leafs Black History Month night. Obviously, you see the shirt. Why is it important to you and the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we want to continue to make our game better. And I think we've seen with the black community, plenty of black players, black people in our game, and how much they've made it that much better. Their positive influence, and how we have a lot of areas to improve and grow. Even over the last year and a half, there's been, you know, some great steps to be taken, but just how much more work there's to be done. And for myself or anyone else, any white players, it's important to show our support, to speak out, and just to let them know we're there to help and do what we can to learn and understand and be better, and make our game as inclusive and as welcoming as possible.